Today's horoscope, Libra March 30th, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. People come to you quite naturally for support, advice, and help. While it can be overwhelming at times, you feel more fulfilled if you are useful and tackle problem areas today. It's not a day for broad conclusions, but you're in great shape for piecing things together and paying attention to various details. You're also considering the more serious side of your relationships and projects. You are particularly ambitious about making changes and improvements. With current transits, adding a little more structure to your life not only seems sensible, but it also feels good. Your love horoscope. You're choosing to remain focused on your day-to-day routine and rituals of self-love at this time. Whether you're single, crushing, or already romantically attached, Luna's journey through Pisces via your responsible 6th house of daily rituals, due diligence, and acts of service is urging you to stay grounded and look at things from a practical standpoint. In other words, don't hesitate to go ghost on your person or potential prospects, even if it's just for the day. Besides, with both Mars and your planetary ruler, Venus, dazzling your 5th house of love, passion, and pleasure, today's about committing to your heart's desires. Your career horoscope. It could be a fantastic workday with the moon now in Pisces. You could feel more attuned to your work environment, especially when anticipating what your colleagues may need or what you could do so that things are running smoothly. The lunar energy is heavily invested in your routine, encouraging you to fluidly work through any obstacles with hope. However, Luna can be a little emotional, so you may feel like your emotions are not as stable. If you become overly stressed or worked up, walk away from whatever you are working on to do a quick reset. Your finance horoscope. While the moon won't return to your financial sector until the weekend, with Mercury now less than 2 weeks away, there is a need to already start trusting your gut. Your over-horizon radar will be picking up on the approach of new activity on the financial instincts front, with your 6th sense already able to pick up on things long before you can see them. Social life today. You are reacting irritably towards people in your private sphere. This makes you take out your bad mood on others. Friends and relatives obviously feel rebuffed. Restrain yourself and be fair and objective, even if you find it difficult in your current state of mind. Your dating horoscope. You're going back and forth on something right now. It's like you're having a debate with yourself. You're used to holding your own in debates with other people, but this is something else entirely. Flirting tips. You engage in conversation with almost everyone you meet. Being so talkative and offering little substance is far too easy. You lose track of conversations and question what you are doing. You still have the ability to create situations that can make your dreams a reality, rather than just aimlessly wasting your time. Lucky numbers: 7, 12, 18, 26, 38. Your well-being horoscope. Getting serious about your health can be an enjoyable process if you remember to do so gradually. Remember to slowly increase the amount of exercise you get, and to introduce new activities gently. Try to adjust your eating habits by making small changes, but make these changes. If you want to reduce dairy, for example, first give up certain forms that you won't really miss, like cheese on your sandwich. You will notice your awareness rising with every decision you make. Your daily numeroscope. As much as you may prefer going solo the majority of the time, there is much strength in numbers. In some cases, it can be to your advantage to do the work on your own. But in other situations, the more people you can get involved, the greater your chances for success. If you've been working on something that hasn't brought the results you want, on this day get others involved. Combining knowledge, experience, and skills will bring a lot of power to any project. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, the Pisces moon aligns with Uranus in Taurus, and taking the high road could be hard, especially when you know you're right. Rather than argue back and forth, take a step back from the drama and refuse to fight. You'll be able to resolve the situation more quickly if you don't have to have the last word, even if it's hard to do. The good news is that you'll be compelled to open your heart and speak your pearls of wisdom. Today is your once-in-a-lifetime chance to speak your truth with no judgment from others. That means you can tell your partner how you feel and how you want to improve the relationship. Under this luminary, their ears and heart will be wide open. Also, watch out for people taking advantage of you, or vice versa, under this watery moon. Setting boundaries can be challenging for everyone, especially if you tend to be too nice and understanding. If you feel as though you're being taken for granted, it's time to set some limits. You shouldn't give endlessly without being appreciated. Sky for today. In the pre-dawn hours, Juno aligns with Saturn in Aquarius, offering maturity within our relationships. If we've been experiencing conflict with a partner, we can use this influence to address our challenges. Focus on finding solutions instead of assigning blame. By speaking respectfully and keeping an open mind in serious discussions, our attention turns to the future. Career or marriage expectations may be brought to the table, and we feel duty-bound to weigh the pros and cons of freedom versus restriction. However, we will ultimately find conscious ways to navigate tough issues if we are committed to building a union that is sustainable. If unpartnered, this aspect can indicate a period where we find ourselves drawn to those who are older than us. Entering a relationship under this aspect would be one in which intellectual compatibility is prioritized, and friendship is the basis of the engagement. Juno-Saturn might not signal a steamy romance, but bonds solidified now are those with serious staying power. After nightfall, the Pisces moon sextiles Uranus in Taurus, stimulating surprise encounters and events. We are currently in the dark of the moon in the run-up to the March 31st Aries new moon. While we are releasing and decompressing, we are simultaneously subject to an interesting inflow of information and revelations. Reflect on what is coming through for you at this time. What messages seem to be following you around? What random occurrences may be synchronicities offering hidden clues? Mystically engaging with the mundane benefits us now. If it seems like you are groping in the dark, you may not be as lost as you think.